Hey everyone, it's Lil Kevin. In this guide, I'll be showing you how to kill the Kalphite Queen for the Hard Desert Diary. Since you only need one kill, we can go in some lower stats and some somewhat budget gear. So for recommended stats, since we're only going for one kill, I'd say you can go a little bit lower than what you typically want if you were to camp Kalphite Queen. And so we're looking at 80 attack and strength, 70 defense, 80 range, 85-ish hit points. But I would still say you'd want to get 70 prayer for piety, and if you have it unlocked and can get to 74 prayer for rigor, that's definitely a huge bonus, but by no means a requirement. Eagle Eye works just fine. And here's an example of what I'll be using in this video. Helm of Netisnot, a Fire Cape, Amulet of Fury, Rada's Blessing 3 or any God Blessing, a Bandos Godsword, one for the special attack that we'll be using at the beginning of the fight, and it'll also be our primary melee weapon for the first phase. A Fighter Torso, Verax Plate Skirt, Barrow's Gloves, Dragon Boots, and an Imbued Berserker Ring. This is like the minimum gear I think people should go in with, and if you have anything better, obviously upgrade it. And then for the range switch for phase 2 of Kalphite Queen, it's only a 4-way switch in which we'll be bringing your best Avis device, Toxic Blowpipe with at least Addy darts in it, and then God D'hide top and bottom. You can use Carols, but the God D'hide has a nice prayer bonus, which could be helpful. In terms of supplies, one super combat potion and a ranging potion. You only end up taking one sip because we're only going in once. A stamina potion to run through the tunnel, an antidote ++, 1 to 2 prayer pots or super restores. 2 is probably on the safe side. You can go in with 1 if you want to have more space for food. If you don't have Lumberj Elite, a Draman Staff to get there. Ignore the fact that I have a battle staff because I have the Lumberj Elite diary done, but just there for representation. This is the teleport because the Kalphite layer is right there. So BIQ, we'll be using whatever fairy ring you can get to easily, whether that's the one by the GE or if you have the Quest Cape, the one by the Legends Guild. And so you'll need your Drama Staff to get there unless you have the Lumberj Elite diary done. You're going to want 2 ropes, which is a mandatory requirement to get to the Kalphite Queen, and I'll show you how to get there later. Teleports out, I just bring house tabs. If you don't want to use that for some reason, you could bring like a Ring of Dueling, I guess. But it's a good quick telly in case you run out of food and are low on HP. And then the rest of your inventory should be food. You can bring some Kromblons to combo eat if you want. If you have trouble killing the Kalphite Queen, you might want to bring more food, so you can swap out the Verax Plate Skirt. It's not really a necessary item to bring. You can just rock the chaps the entire kill, and that way you free up an inventory space for food. Okay, so let's go do an example kill. Alright, so the first rope is going to be used on the tunnel entrance here. So you just run from the fairy ring, use your rope on it, and you'll climb down. Then you can actually just click over here where the next tunnel entrance is, and your guy will walk all the way through the tunnel. And then you want to pop your stamina potion along the way before we run out of run energy. And you'll see where I highlighted this tile, there's a little hole you can look through to peek to make sure there's no other players in there. You'll want to peek that before entering just to make sure there's not already a fight going on. So you see, you peek down, see no adventures inside, which means the world is ours. You want to sip up, get your combat stats all the way, sip your antidote, and then what you do is you use your rope again on the tunnel entrance, and then you're going to go in praying magic and piety. Kalphite Queen is going to be somewhere on the left here. Put your spec on, spec her once, walk under, spec her again. And so when you're using the Bandos Godsword as your primary melee, you want to walk under her after every attack. It's because the Bandoscott sword attacks every 6 ticks, while the Kalphite Queen can attack every 4. So in order to keep her from attacking you more than you attack her, you walk under her, and that way she'll kind of just walk around and not attack you for a second. And then you walk back out when your 6 ticks are up, use another attack, just walk under her, and just keep repeating that over and over again. This will decrease the amount of damage that the Kalphite Queen can do to you. And anytime you need to heal, just walk under her and eat. That way you can limit the amount of attacks she does on you. There you go. So now that that's first phase over, switch to your range gear and then turn on whatever range prayer you're going to be using. You can keep magic on, or you can pray range. Doesn't matter as long as you stay within melee distance. I just do recommend you stay away from the Kalphite Guardians because they can hit you pretty high. And with using the blowpipe, since it's a fast tick weapon, you just stand, and anytime you need to eat, walk under her like always. So what you do, just walk, sip a prayer potion if you need to, and then go back at it. That's it. You can swap to pray melee just in case you have like a guardian on you and you don't want to take too much damage while you pick up the loot. And then once you get everything, you just tally out. And that'll be it for this guide. Thank you all for watching. I hope you found it helpful. If I got anything wrong, if you have any questions about this method in particular, please leave a comment below. And if there's any requests for future videos, do the same. Good luck with your Desert Diaries, and have a good one, everyone.